Hey y'all, come on in and see all the bounty I got today. Is it hot where you are? Because it's hot over here. It's getting hot in here. I ain't gonna take off all my clothes because I'm not up for a lawsuit today. I'm still waiting for somebody to come in the house. Hello, hello, hello. It's 2 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Trying to do my live before my grandson comes home in about an hour or so. Got up this morning and went over to a local farm that I go to, that I had been going to every year. But last year I wasn't able to go because of the whole COVID thing. But anyway, I'm still waiting for somebody to come in. Am I gonna have to do my live by myself? Let me turn this around. Am I gonna have to do my live by myself today? That's okay. I'll do my live by myself today. Hang on, let me see if I can get this way. Where are all my folks at? I know y'all excited about these peppers as much as me. I wonder if this thing is actually streaming. It says that it is. So I am not sure. There's Luana. Hey, girl. I just picked these this morning. Yeah, this is a local farm. They're the largest heirloom seed company in the nation. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Baker Creek Seed Company, but anyway, because I'm a former employee there, and almost every year since I've been employed there, they've given me the opportunity to go and glean the fields. A lot of these peppers, or just test peppers. They wanted to see, how they grew and what they taste like and how they look. And the owner decides whether he wants to cultivate them the next year for seed production. But anyway, these are a lot of and this only took me maybe an hour to pick, and there's so many peppers. But let me see if I can take this off so you guys can actually see some of them. These are all kinds of different peppers. I hope you guys can see them. These are like the scorpion peppers. I mean, like Hades hot. Look how pretty these are, the purple ones. And I do chutneys, jams, jellies, and decorative jars. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Look at these peppers. Have you ever seen something so pretty? Aren't they gorgeous? These are chocolate habanero peppers. Beautiful. And all of those are different kinds of jalapenos. So I'm going to be making lots of cowboy candy. That's the favorite. And here's some beautiful tomatoes here. These are called, I think, blackberry tomatoes because of the color. They're very sweet and a little bit tart. These are really cute too. I like these little peppers. They're so pretty. Wait till you guys see what I'm going to do with the decorative jars. Anyway, it's hot. These peppers are hot, and it's hot here in the Ozarks. So how you guys doing today? Trying to get this thing done. So how are you guys doing today? Who's in here? Luana's in here and Allison. Hi, Allison. Making some jelly. Actually, I am going to be making jelly with some of it, but mainly I was after the jalapenos today. These are just amazing. This one is called a pumpkin spice jalapeno. Super, super hot. And just different varieties, but that's that's the one people request the most is my cowboy candy. I like that one too. But I'm going to be making some jelly out of these as well, and some chutneys and dry rubs and different things like that. Yeah, you doing well, Luana? It's 94 here. Yeah, my garden, guys. I've been having a rough time trying to keep my garden alive this year. This season. I would normally have to water like every day or not every day, but every other day. But for the last week, 2 weeks or so, I've had to water every single day because when I go out, my plants are just kind of drooping and they're like, "Oh, help me, please." So the weather is definitely different, and things are different. Not different, but it's hot. It is hot all around the world, with fires and floods and hurricanes, like the hurricane that's barreling down right now on Louisiana. And it's so funny, not funny, haha, but funny, weird, that I'm understanding that this hurricane is on the same trajectory that it was um, when Katrina hit. And it's pretty much going to the same location. I was listening to Mr. MBB333 and another one. I forget his name, and every time I say that, I keep forgetting his name. But like again, I said the weather is weird. The CMEs, um, electromagnetic rays being spit off on our sun. The mess that's happening in Afghanistan. They're calling for the 25th for Mr. Joe, which I think needs to happen because it's obvious that he's struggling and he's making some really poor decisions, or the people around him are convincing him to make those poor decisions. But definitely something is up with that. It almost seems to me it's like they want the war. They want something to break off. I'm not military. I've never been in the military, but common sense would tell me you get Americans out of a country that's crumbling, and people who helped the United States or were allies of the United States to get them out of the country before you pull the troops out. Why would you pull the troops out and leave Americans stranded? And did you see how quickly Miss Jen snapped at the reporter saying, "I don't appreciate, or I don't agree with you saying that Americans were stranded. They're not stranded. We'll get them out if they want to get out, as soon as they want to get out. You go get them." Definitely. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And it's just not the United States. It's all over the world. And it keeps making me think, why? Why is the chaos being stirred up? There is an agenda. I'm looking at I've been watching Calloway. I forget his first name, but the one is talking about Negro people or people of color, Black people, whatever we want to call ourselves now, or indigenous to the Americas. and indigenous really all over the world. And it's becoming more and more clear as true history is starting to surface. And it goes to show again that we are definitely in the age. Oh, did I check? Can you guys hear me? Because I forgot to turn off my speaker thing. So let me ask you, do you guys hear me okay? I sure hope you can. Luana or Ellison, let me know if you can hear me okay. Oh, wow, Luana, that's nice. You get a voucher, a $50 voucher worth of produce. That's awesome. That is awesome. So make your way over there to the farmer's market, girl, and get you some good clean food. And don't be, a lot of times farmers markets too, Luana, just because they're at a farmer's market doesn't necessarily mean that they grew the food. So you ask them, did you grow your own food? You did? You didn't? Well, who grew it? Did they use pesticides on the food? Don't just automatically assume that because it's in a farmer's market that they grew their food in a clean, non-harmful way. So ask them, because a lot of these farmers markets, what they'll do is they go buy boxes and boxes of stuff from other farms that don't practice, good organic growing skills or whatever you call it. And then they'll just put it in the farmer's market. And then if you don't ask, you're buying food that you think is locally grown and it's not. So always ask that, okay? Let's see, I've been watching Callaway also. Very, very interesting and makes things more clear. I hear you. Thank you, Luana. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been posting some of his videos on my Facebook page, which I normally don't do because there's a lot of family and friends there that think I'm crazy. So I try not to post things like that to make the division between us even further. But at this point in time, I don't really give a flip anymore. If something resonates with me, I'm going to blast it out. And this definitely resonates with me. There is something to that. There's a lot of things that Callaway brings out that I never thought of. A lot of books that I've never heard of. Why? So why do certain books, it's okay to use those for history, but other books not? And the reason for that is to support the agenda that's been twisted and turned and set. They have to make their history they have to cover their bases, or what am I trying to say? They have to make sure things are in place, writings are in place to support their agenda. But we are in the age of Aquarius, the age of revealing, revelation, truth unfolding. And they can't hide it anymore. There is definitely the hand of God, the hand of source, something divine has already been put in place. And again, I go back to the scriptures again, remembering some of the words of that anointed one, where he says, no one knows the day nor the hour. And then the whole thing of source. Is source all of us? Do we all have this knowledge? Or the knowledge is there in the heavens with the main body source, and us just being facets of source? We're down here, facets of source having a human experience, and we have that forgetting veil, so we don't remember everything. I don't know. I just know something's up, but I'm not afraid. Again, I'm not afraid. I'm excited. I'm really excited about what is happening, and being able to watch everything unfold with all of the research that I've done over the last 5 years. And occasionally I'll go back and look at some of my earlier videos, and I just shake my head, um, because I see the confusion and the yearning of just wanting the truth. But at the same time, I see the growth in things that I used to believe, I no longer believe because of research. Yeah. They are Amish. Let's see, they are oh, okay. Yeah, and even though they're Amish, you still have to, ask them, do they use seven dust? Seven dust is toxic to us. But I understand that a lot of the Amish use seven dust. Not everyone. Just don't automatically assume that they don't. I would ask. Anything that's going in my body, if I don't know personally who grew it, and even I'm finding even in the grocery store when it says organic, um, you can't be 100% unless you grow it yourself, or the people who are growing it. But I would still ask, Milana. I would still ask, what would you use any pesticides? And if you do use any pesticides or herbicides, what do you use? And if they see anything with glyphosate, Roundup, or um, anything toxic, run. All the farms in there grow their own things. It said to be clean. Okay, good. I hope that's the case, Luana. And there is an agenda for not teaching children cursive writing anymore. What is that agenda, Luana? I've been thinking about the scripture too and source too. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but I feel that things are about to ramp up with Biden pushing these mandates to, you have to wear the mask or you must get the vaccine. I said vaccine. I shouldn't have said that. Um, have you guys heard any of the riots and protesting all over the world about these masks and these pokes, the jabs? People are waking up and they're saying, no, we're not going to do it. Why isn't that on mainstream media? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good for you, Loana. Anything that goes in your body, girl, you need to know what's in there. Yeah. And then too, remember how I keep telling, every once in a while I'll mention that I think that Trump and Obama is still in this mix somehow. And now I'm hearing little chatter now that there's a huge possibility that Obama is going to have to step back in, because it's very clear that Biden is struggling. And it makes me sad too. Again, I don't support him, nor do I support Trump. But as a human being, if he's a human, watching him, this elderly man, struggle to hold it together, and how he holds his head, and it makes me sad. It's like elder abuse almost, watching him up there. So what's been the chatter has been about that either they're going to evoke the 25th and have him step down and Kamala step in. But I don't think she's qualified. He wasn't qualified either, but I don't. She's even worse qualified to run this country. That's going to be an absolute nightmare to have her up there too. And frankly, I don't think she wants to be. I think she's scared to death. You know, it was cool. Hey, I'm the vice president. Hey, hey. Remember her walk on stage? But it takes more than, let me be nice. It takes more than something to rise to the top. And now that she's at the top, why did you rise to the top? Where's that know-how? Where's that skill? Where's the leader? I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. I think the reason why she was selected is because of the way she looked. She was female and she was a woman of color. Not a black woman, but a woman of color. She has some black in her, but she's Asian and other things. But they push that part black the same way Obama is not all black. He's part black, but they pushed that ooh black when that's not the case at all. But they're saying there's a huge possibility that Obama will have to step back in. And it's been rumored that he says, I'll be back. Yeah. And then too, Trump. There's talk of him coming back for months now. That he signed some treaties with the UFOs, the Anunnaki, the beings from above, signed treaties with them. And it kind of makes sense to me. That resonates with me too. It sounds crazy, but it resonates as well. Because Eisenhower supposedly signed treaties with these beings in exchange for knowledge of what do you call it? How technology. In exchange for keeping them undercover. And if you can slip us a few little children and some girls occasionally, because you know we kind of like them, which sucks that the leader of our country would sell us out like that. So much information is coming out. And I know it sounds crazy. But again, they've been putting the truth in front of us for a long, long time with all the movies. They Live, E.T., the Day the World Stood Still, Land of the Lost, all these old movies. The truth in plain sight. Multiples, Mom 7, welcome, darling. Peace Queen, if it is felt, then how can it not be true? We are in fact spiritually connected to the universe. The oldest spirit is water. It has never changed over time. Our ancestors are within. Yeah, and I agree with you there, Multiples, Mom, for sure. Okay, see you later, Luana. Hello, Leonard. Hello, Leonard. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want anything too much, guys. I just wanted to kind of touch base, show you what I did today. This is what I kind of do on my homestead. Actually, I picked my own jalapeno peppers from the garden, but not this much. I probably picked a gallon from my own garden, and I'm going to mix it with these. But that's what I'm about to do right now, and get these peppers washed and sliced and ready to make my cowboy candy. Anyway, again, I didn't want anything. I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys. Again, keep your head on a swivel and no fear. No fear. Remember who and what you are: divine, sovereign, free spirit beings. We already have eternal life. Stay in that high love vibration, y'all. I'll talk to you guys later.